Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neo. Just getting started with this. She's returned and is coming in for a new set. So I am spraying her down with some alcohol like I always do and just taking a second to push the cuticles back. So this client hasn't been here for a little bit. She did have that encapsulated flower glitter set, also did that refill, but came in with no nails. So I was just like, okay, let's do it. So just starting off with some prep, I am using my diamond skiver bit to clean up the cuticle area, mostly trying to get it up under the eponychium. And you're gonna see me going back and forth on each nail, my hand going in and out of the frame. That's me actually clicking the reverse and forward button on my e-file. I'm using the Coupa Me file, and I was doing this because this client also has really thick cuticles that grow. And I just felt like when going in one direction, I was flipping the skin off in that one direction, but some of the skin was getting stuck and I felt like I could get it off in terms of going in the other direction. I'm not sure if that makes sense. So for each nail, you're gonna see me flipping back and forth. So going from right to left, scraping up that dead skin off the nail and under the eponychium, flipping my e-file, and then going in the opposite direction to kind of grind everything on this side. Boom. I said boom. Then I'm gonna go in with my medium grit sanding band. This is from Young Nails or Arbor Band, whatever you call it. And I'm using an extremely light touch here. The purpose of this is just to remove the shine from the natural nail. And also I like to use it to further remove any dead skin that's around or touching the skin towards the sidewalls and back of the nail as well. We don't want to be using this too harshly on the nail plate. If you're using correct products, EMA, not MMA, you don't have to really etch the nail, I was gonna say skin, the nail too hard. So just a light buffing is necessary. Once done with that prep, next is to apply some tips. So we're just going in with these coffin clear tips that I got from Amazon. I don't use these very often. Most of my clients prefer more of a square shape. This client in particular enjoys a nice coffin, so perfect for her. Just making sure to apply it to the very tip of her nail. These tips do have a half well. It's a good guide to use wells, but I prefer to just place the tip on the very tip of the nail. Avoid having as much glue on the extension as possible. And as always, following the knuckles of the nail, not the fingertip. Like you see, her middle finger does curve a little bit to the bottom right of the screen. If I was to place that tip completely in line with that fingertip, it would be crooked. So I always try to envision looking straight down her hand, the knuckle on her hand, the middle knuckle, and then the knuckle right before the tip of her finger. It makes a line, and I try to align my tip with that. Next, I'm just going to shape really quickly. I clip them down slightly, just want to make sure that they are fitting perfectly sidewall to sidewall. If a tip was slightly larger, that's the best to do instead of going smaller. And then I'm going to blend with the same sanding band so that we have a smooth transition from the natural nail to the tip. And it's prep time. So just coming in with Young Nails Swipe on this cotton pad, and I am just making sure to thoroughly wipe and squeegee, I guess, her nail to make sure that we are removing any debris and dehydrating. And then I'm gonna go in with Young Nails Protein Bond, a thin coat on the natural nail. I'm just trying different priming systems, honestly, like whatever, and just making sure to give it a good coating so that we have great adhesion. Then I'm gonna go in with my clear coat of acrylic. So I do this all the time. I really do enjoy placing a clear bead of acrylic on the base of all of my clients' nails. It helps in so many ways, but it just gives me a nice foundation. And there's many, reasons. I talk about it pretty much in every video, but I'm just going in super quick, super fast, super wet, clear acrylic bead, just giving myself a nice foundation to build on later. Boom, 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 that's done. Now we can get to the fun stuff. So this set was inspired by a set of nail foils that I've recently purchased from Zule's Bling shop. They are the DIOR designer nail foils, and I was really interested in this mint kind of turquoisey color. So we're going in with the not polished transfer foil gel. I haven't used this. I normally use the one from iGel Beauty because that's what I had, but I was just like, I bought it, let's try it. So I applied it. You cure this gel for 60 seconds and it's very, very tacky. Then you place your foil, make sure you put the correct side down. One way to tell on a foil like this that's kind of see-through is you can feel a rougher texture on the bottom. That is the part that goes on the nail. And then as you saw, I used a silicone kind of tool to kind of smooth it on, and I'm giving it a good rub down. That's one thing I have figured out to get a really good full transfer from your foil. So again, placing it right in the middle, running my finger down the center so that we don't get any creases right down the middle, and then using that silicone tool to really press that foil. You will get creases just because the foil is a flat surface and the nail does curve, but I prefer my creases to kind of be on the side where it's not the center of the nail. So here you go. I'm rubbing, making sure that it really adheres to that foil, and then when you pull it off, a beautiful transfer. We are going to be adding acrylic over these transfer foils, and in a previous video I talked about how when clear capping foils, sometimes the monomer rubs off the design. So what I have begun doing is applying a base coat on top of wherever that foil is, cure, and then that transfer foil is safe and secure. So when you apply monomer and acrylic on top, you don't wipe away the design. So once that's done, we're actually going in with this beautiful green turquoisey kind of mint color from Sugar and Cream. This is called Frosting. How appropriate. It is a beautiful green and has mild like silver shimmer in it. We're going to be doing 2 full nails of this color. I think it's the pinky and the thumb. And then we're going to basically, this color was inspired by the foil. I thought I want to do mint green nails. This foil is really, really cute. Let's find a color, and this color kind of worked out perfectly. So just a simple application. I will not really be clear capping. I think I throw some clear acrylic on it later, but for the most part, I'm just focusing on building up structure, coverage, and making sure that we maintain that beautiful coffin shape that this client liked. So for the rest of the nails, we're using a Kiara Sky new cover color. This is actually Pink Parade. It's one of their new releases. I really loved this collection. I'm actually wearing right now, not in the video, but like in real life, a color on my hands that I got from that collection as well that I think I'm in love with. It's so gorgeous. So Kiara Sky came out with a set of new cover colors, different types of nudes and beiges and mauves and things like that. This is called Pink Parade, and as you can see, it is a light kind of beige, peachy beige, but it has this incredible silver shimmer inside of it, and I just thought it would be really, really cute to ombre over these nail foils. So this is what I was talking about in terms of adding a base coat over that foil. If I did this without doing that, part of that transfer foil of the Dior would definitely be rubbing away. I know I've done it before. It gives me a peace of mind to know that I'm not gonna damage the nail foil in doing this, especially with the padding and the rubbing. So you see me back swiping, that's because I want a clear tip. I'm making sure that I don't bring the product down too far, but I want good enough coverage so that we cover mostly her nail plate, her free edge. I don't really want to see that, but I don't want the tips to be mostly the nude color. I want most of that tip to be that glass effect with the Dior print on the edge. So again, just placing it at the cuticle and pushing it around to make sure that it reaches the sidewall and back towards the cuticle, and then blending it to nothing basically. So we have a clear tip with that just beautiful Dior transfer foil on the tip. And finally, for the pointer finger, I will be just doing a full nail of the Pink Parade Nude Color by Kiara Sky. back to these foil nails, I have to clear cap these because there's no structure or, you know, strength on the tip of these nails. Remember, all I did was add a thin coat of clear acrylic and that transfer foil. So I have to clear cap these nails. I'm just gonna go in with my Young Nails Core Clear and do that right here. You already know what's next. Going in with my e-file to surface file these nails. Already, just look how pretty that Dior is on the tip of the nail. Just a subtle hint of that color, super, super pretty. And then we reinforce it with the 2 fingers of this mint green. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous set. So I'm just going in with a medium grit carbide bit. This is a non-safety, so just be careful. I know my client was a little bit nervous and I had to like show her. I like touched it to my finger so that she could see that it wouldn't cut her, and she kind of relaxed a little bit. But yes, it's a medium grit. It's not safety. If you are someone who's not comfortable with using non-safeties, just use a safety. You can use a 5-in-1, those are pretty good. You can use a dome top or a ceramic dome top, lots of options, but I'm just focusing on surface filing, smoothing out the surface of the nail, removing any lumps, bumps, divots, or things like that, and then cleaning the cuticle and sidewall area, thinning the areas out where necessary. I prefer the sidewalls and cuticle area to be thinner, the product build up to build that apex, and then a little bit thinner on the tip of the nail. And these nails are not particularly too long, so she doesn't need too much thickness. Some clients come in and they're just kind of like, I like my nails to be super thin or super thick, so you have to keep that in mind, but always maintaining a level of integrity in the structure of the nail so that the client can maintain that nail, whether they want it to be thicker or thinner. Just doing that on all of her nails here. Once done with that, I'm gonna go in with my hand file. This is a 100 grit hand file, and I'm just maintaining that shape. So we wanted a nice coffin shape. I am just cleaning that up, cleaning underneath the nail. I sometimes get product on the sidewall, like underneath the sidewalls. So just using my file to kind of flick that away, making it nice and sharp, and then doing that up and down motion that I like to do on the free edge, making sure to squeeze that nail. You see me squeezing it so that the client's finger doesn't wobble, because it's very uncomfortable and just, you know, not pleasant. Yep, same thing on every single nail. I sent my client to wash her hands, but after coming back, I spray her down with alcohol and just use my manicure brush to further disinfect and clean her nails. Also to dehydrate, because we're going in with some bling here. So as you know, I love me a cuticle bling. Just a simple one stone at the cuticle is my fave. So we're using some crystal AB rhinestones and my Zule bling adhesive on the 2 green nails. On the nails with the foil, I didn't really add anything. I just felt like they needed to shine on their own. But on that solid nude nail, we're gonna add a little bit of bling, just a touch of bling. So I'm using crystal AB rhinestones, and then I realized that I had some Swarovski. I have a lot of Swarovski rhinestones. I don't use them very often, but I have a lot of really cool colored rhinestones, and I found a color that's basically a perfect match to this acrylic. Super, super fun. So we're gonna be incorporating crystal AB and these colored rhinestones. I cannot tell you what color they are because I've had them for so long. One place to get Swarovski, I know it's like controversial. They're not, selling to small distributors anymore, but go to Michael's. Honestly, Michael's has those like little packs. They come in various sizes. Sometimes a set, like a little container, will have different colors, like in a theme. So if it's like a mint green theme, you'll have like 5 different colors of rhinestones. It's just really, really easy and affordable, and it doesn't give you too much. You don't need to buy like 50 gross rhinestones, You're probably not going to use a color like this very often, but it's good to have. And look, it worked out perfectly for this set. So I'm not adding too much bling. I kind of want the transfer foil to be the star of the show, but basically I just thought it was really, really cool to add the green colored rhinestone to these nails. After this, I am going to just glossy top her nails. I'm using Not Polish Gloss It, and on the 2 nails with the transfer foil, I am going to apply the top coat on the top and bottom of the nails, have my client cure for 60 seconds, and this set is done. Please don't mind me painting over those rhinestones. I do wipe the rhinestones off before curing. I'm just really lazy and don't really care to be like uber careful around the rhinestones, especially if it's a glossy top coat. I'm just gonna wipe off the rhinestones before curing. But yes, like on this finger with the transfer foil, applying it on the top and bottom, because we want that beautiful glass effect to be able to see that. There you go. You're gonna be able to see that beautiful transfer foil that we used right through the nail, and it's gonna say DIOR, really lovely in that mint green. All right, this is what that set ended up looking like. So pretty, and the print is just luscious. That pack of transfer foils came with a whole bunch of different colors, so maybe I'll try it again in a different style or something. Thank you for watching this video. Like if you like, subscribe for more. It was so pretty and just really nice for summer. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.